What up, guys? So we've got a bit of a different scenario today. Usually when I'm repairing stuff, it's just me screwing around, but this one's actually got a purpose. So we're doing online remote crap this year for school, which is stupid as hell, and Maddie kinda only has a Surface. Not a bad computer, but with a Pentium, it's kinda crap.
Way to call me out.
But we've got this thing. It's an old HP all-in-one, and we're going to basically rip everything out of it and start it brand new as a Hackintosh, hopefully. So let's jump into this. Starting, I'm going to move this over to the desk. I've got the guide from HP right here on how to disassemble this machine in particular, because I usually don't disassemble all-in-ones. So this is going to be a new one for me. So let's get this thing over here. And yes, it's dusty. Yes, it's dirty. It's been sitting in a corner for years. So our first step is going to be to remove this screw here and this screw here. So we're just going to use a Phillips head, and we'll reach in here and we will untwist this screw. Sorry about the noise in the background. One of Maddie's dogs is going haywire upstairs. And now we'll do this screw. Okay, and now we're going to use a flathead and we'll pry up the edge of this back bezel. And there we go. Okay, this is fun. Here we've got our ports from the back and our ports from the side. They're along here. So under this right here, this is the RAM. Underneath right here, this is the CD drive, which I'm probably going to take out, but I don't know yet. I haven't established that. And right here's the hard drive. So this is a mechanical hard drive. I am going to be swapping it for an SSD. So let's take this out. So this is easy to take out. We've just got this one screw right here. That once I get it loose, I can just twist it by hand. And we can slide this right out. All we have to do is lift this handle right here, which we're just going to pry up with the flathead because we can, and pull it right off. So the screw will retain in place. So this is what I wanted to make sure of. So this is a regular SATA hard drive. So that makes my life easier. So now I'm just going to undo the screws on it. Now because we are going to replace this with an SSD, it's not going to be bolted into all these places, but that's not really a big deal because an SSD is light and it has no moving parts, so we don't really have a lot to worry about. And out comes the hard drive right here. So I wasn't able to boot this computer before. So now looking at this, I know we have a 1 terabyte Hitachi hard drive. Pretty good hard drive in my opinion. And we're going to swap it for an SSD as I said. So now let's take a look at the RAM, which is really easy to do as well. Because here, so all we have to do is lift it up. And under here we can see we have two 2 gigabyte sticks of RAM. So this is a 4 gig machine. And I think I've got some spare RAM back at my house that we can put in here to upgrade this computer. So let's pry this out. Just remove the retention clips on the side, and it'll pop right out. Just like that. So because this thing wasn't booting before, we do have a few potential sources of error. So that could be the RAM, could be the hard drive, or it could be the power supply in general, because I wasn't able to get this thing to post. So we're going to have to troubleshoot this and figure it out. So for right now, I'm just going to remove these screws and we're going to plug it in, and we're going to see if I get anything with nothing plugged into it in terms of RAM or the hard drive, to see whether it's a motherboard or to see whether it's a power supply problem. This computer plugged in right here, we can see the lights on. When I push the button, nothing happens. So we're going to take off the power button and see what's good. Drive mount off right here, and we can see the button right up here. And it looks like this, which is the button, just came loose out of this mount. So when I put it back in, I'll put it in correctly. So it's plugged in. Let's see if we get an action. Okay, and we have a beep code. That's a good sign. And I'm almost guaranteeing you that's because there's no RAM. So let's put the RAM in the system and see what happens. Back in the system, so we're going to plug it in, stand it up, and we'll power it on, and we'll see if there's anything. It doesn't have a hard drive, but that's fine. I should still be able to access certain things on it. Like I should be able to see if it actually posts, or if I need to have another discovery moment on this computer. So let me grab the power. Let me see if there's anything on it. So you see this little white part in the button? Push it. You can let go. Okay, hang on.
Nothing.
No, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what do we got? This is a good thing. Oh, this... Wait. I'm confused. Is this Intel or AMD? I gotta figure this out. Okay, so we're in the car now. Because of the fact that, as I said, I'm upgrading the RAM, and I'm gonna swap the hard drive to an SSD, which basically means I need to go get parts out of my dorm room, because I've got a laptop that I think has the same kind of RAM, and I've definitely got a spare SSD. Sorry for the bumpiness, like I'm on my phone. Maddie's holding my phone while I'm driving. But yeah, so we're going to go and get parts, and I gotta grab my MacBook so that I can make a macOS installer drive, and I gotta get my Windows installer drive just in case I need it. So yeah, into my dorm room. So here's the fun part. We are now in the parking garage, and we're heading inside my dorm, and we're gonna go get the things we need. So I need to get both my laptops, both my Mac and my Windows laptop that I brought with me, as well as, so we've got everything we need. I've got a keyboard, I've got a mouse in my bag, I've got both my laptops, I've got everything. So let's go back to Maddie's and we will do the rest of this. Okay, so we're back at Maddie's. We've got this computer here, we've got this one here. This is a Windows rig that I'm probably gonna steal some RAM out of. This is the MacBook. I'm downloading Ubuntu right now so that I can format it onto a flash drive and check this computer to see if it's got any issues. Are you confused? Clickbait. She's got a banana. Okay. So as soon as this is undownloading, we're going to use Balena Etcher, and we're going to make a USB flash drive, which I've already covered in several videos, so I'm not going to cover it here. And then we're going to plug it into the HP machine and see where it goes. Also, right here, I have the SSD we're going to be putting in this machine. It's a 128 gig drive. It should work just fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this in the machine while Windows does its thing, or while macOS does its download, and I'm also gonna check the network card. Okay, so we've got our Linux drive plugged into this computer, and it's actually loading up into Ubuntu, which is really good. I've got my Logitech stuff here connected to it, and so it's checking, I believe, the SSD. Not entirely sure because I did just wipe the SSD, so there shouldn't really be anything on it. But we're just going to check it anyway just to be safe. Hey guys, so it's at this point I realized that I don't really have any footage from this point forward, nor can I find it. I think I recorded it. I've got no idea where it went. So pretty much what happened from there was I wasn't able to boot the machine into macOS, which kind of sucks, but we did upgrade the RAM. I had to order some on Amazon for 30 bucks. I'll leave it linked in the description below. It was DDR3 laptop RAM that we got from SK Hynix. So really good RAM. We got her an 8 gig kit, and already she's told me she sees a massive difference. The computer itself right now is running Windows. That's the plan for right now because the fact that it's got an older dual core AMD processor in it, and we might upgrade that to a quad. We don't know. It all depends on budget and money because, you know, working at Market Basket and not really being that big on here, you don't get paid a lot. So overall, this was a very complete installation and repair and upgrade, and she's happy with it. I mean, she wants a MacBook, but what do you expect? I mean, it's over here. Like, I've got a MacBook, so, like, of course she wants a MacBook. So, on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. Click up here to subscribe and up here to watch one of my other videos, and sooner rather than later, I'm going to have more videos up on this channel. Oh, and yes, this is my dorm room for anyone who's wondering, because this is the first video I've actually published since being in here. So, thanks, guys. Peace.